Hi everybody, how's it going? Mark here. Hello. Yes, I still exist. Hello. Yeah, I haven't done a video since Free Comic Book Day. Life just gets in the way of everything fun, doesn't it? It's just been really hectic this last week. I tried to upload a video on Sunday, Monday, and YouTube was having none of it. Possibly because the video went over half an hour. Possibly because the video was over 2.5 gigabytes large. Might see if I can redo that one. I'll see how it goes. All it was doing was reviewing the actual Free Comic Book Day comics that I got. So I'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, one of our female rats, one of our girls, she developed pneumonia as well. We took her to the vets. She's doing really well now, so that's okay. She's on medication. She's bouncing around like crazy thing with the rest of her sisters, so that's good. I'll tell you, it's remarkable how quickly a rat can just change. 1 minute she's okay, next minute she's not, next minute with medication she's fine again, which is good. Yeah, and just general reality getting in the way of me having fun, really. But yeah, if you didn't have life getting in the way, then the fun moments wouldn't be that much fun, would it? You'd have too much fun, and then you get bored. I just thought I'd do a little preview video, for want of a better word, which I think is pretty fitting. I'll try not to scratch my head, because every time I do that, the whole video goes white. You've probably seen it on quite a few videos around and that. And I'm sure if you go into your local comic shop and that, you'll know about this. There's a magazine that's been going for quite some time now. A magazine, more of a catalogue, and it's called Previews. And this, I suppose, would be, for want of a better word, not my Bible, because, well, actually I don't know. I probably would be, actually. Yeah, this is my Bible for what comes out in the months to come. It shows you what comes out every 2 months. In 2 months' time, sorry. So this one is for July 2012. I got this on Free Comic Book Day, so I've been reading through it and making notes of what comics I want to go. Also, you have Marvel previews as well, which is pretty good. And it's just to show you what comics come out, what is coming out in 2 months' time. Excuse me. I've made my little list. I've checked it twice, and luckily enough, hopefully it's all going to be nice. I just thought I'd just show you what comics have piqued my interest, and which ones I'm probably going to be picking up, or at least giving a look anyway. And first up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 689 and 690, and this is of course, written by Dan Slott. We're getting close to the issue 700 now. It's getting interesting, isn't it? It's getting close to the issue 700. With any luck, Dan Slott will be still with us on Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, after 700 as well. And this one has artwork by Giuseppe Camuncoli. I hope I pronounced that right. If I haven't, I apologise. This, if you've seen the adverts in your local comic book shop, if you've seen the posters up, if you've seen on the internet, you'll know that this has got Dr. Connor in it, the Lizard. It also has Mobius, the living vampire, in it, or Morbius, the living vampire, however you want to pronounce it. And yeah, it just looks like more Dan Slott goodness. This is the new story arc that comes out of Ends of the Earth, and yeah, it's looked like it's going to be pretty good. Next up from Marvel, that piqued my interest, and I'm really enjoying this series, is Avenging Spider-Man. This is number 9, and this has the new Captain Marvel in it. I think we all know it's going to be Carol Danvers. It's not really much of a spoiler, is it? I'll put in the comment section that it's a spoiler, but I don't think it's going to be much of a spoiler for anybody. If you've got the internet, you're going to know. So, I enjoyed the Ms. Marvel series. and I'm looking forward to reading the new series. And this seems like it's an introduction, shall we say, for the new Captain Marvel. And what better way to do it than to team her up with the Avenging Spider-Man? And I'm really enjoying Avenging Spider-Man at the moment. It reminds me of the old Marvel team-up comics that you had with Spider-Man and insert superhero or character flavour of the month in here. So, and next up we have, talking of the new Captain Marvel, we actually have the new Captain Marvel. I'm sure you've seen this picture everywhere. Yeah, coming out of Avengers vs X-Men, we have Carol Danvers as the new Captain Marvel. It looks interesting. Like I said before, I enjoyed reading the Ms. Marvel series that came out about 5 years ago, thereabouts, and it could be good. It's written by Kelly Sue DeConnick with artwork by Dexter Soy. So I've seen some interior artwork for it, and it looks really good. So definitely going to give that at least the first issue a try anyway. Now what else do we have here? Ah yes, we have a comic that the first issue actually comes out next month in June, but this is Infernal Man-Thing issue 2. It's by Steve Gerber with artwork by Kevin Nolan, and it is the last untold Steve Gerber Man-Thing story arc. 3 issues. The only thing I've got to say about it is it's $3.99. 32 pages, yeah, okay, but $3.99. You know, if you've seen previous videos of my videos, you'll know that I'm really not a big fan of $3.99 comics. I think $3.99 is way too much for a comic company to be selling comics for. I would prefer them going back to the old style paper, newsprint paper, rather than having all this nice glossy stuff and printing the comics off them, which were fine for the last, what, 60 years or so. But yeah, anyway, off my soapbox. Yeah, looks like it could be pretty good. I'll show you. There you go. I'm not too sure if that's cover art. Probably is, but that's pretty cool. If you're a Man-Thing fan, if you like your Man Things, that's for you. That's definitely for me. Excuse me. What else we got? Oh yeah, and also as well, something else that I'm enjoying, and I'm also picking up. This month was the first issue. Was it last month? No, sorry. End of last month was the first issue, so you should still be able to get it. And it's Fury Max by Garth Ennis and Goran Parlov. And as I've always said, Garth Ennis is a brilliant writer as far as I'm concerned. I like everything he's done. The only thing I don't like recently he's done is the Shadow for Dynamite, but yeah, there you go. I'll probably do a review on the first issue of Fury Max, so I won't go too far into that now. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty good series, and I'm looking forward to issue 4, which comes out in July. One comic that it's sort of like, why? What's the point? And it's Space Punisher #1 by Frank Thierry and Mark Texiera, and they're putting the Punisher in space. Why? Oh, yeah, I probably won't be touching that with a barge pole personally. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who will be wanting to have a look at it and read it, but it has no interest in me whatsoever. I just thought I would bring it up as a, you know, you might want to not pick it up. The artwork inside looks really nice. Mark Texiera artwork looks pretty cool, but you know, yeah. So that's Marvel, and that's taken me about 10 minutes to do again. We'll go swiftly on. We have from Dark Horse Comics, Eerie Comics #1, and this looks like it's an anthology comic, like the creepy comics that they're producing now, But unlike the Creepy Comics, it's only $2.99, which I think is fantastic. You've got David Latham and Christopher Taylor on writing, and you've also have David Latham and Rafa Garez on artwork. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. I shall be definitely taking a look at that, especially for $2.99. Obviously, the Creepy Comics that they produce is $4.99, but you get more pages in that. So yeah. But yeah, looks pretty good. Like reading the old Eerie comics and that was originally come out in the 70s and such. I haven't got many of them myself, but I've read some copies of them. That at the moment, that's the only thing that's come out on Dark Horse that interests me. There's other great things from Dark Horse as well, but that's the only thing that really popped out at me. From DC Comics, you've probably heard of this little gathering of comics called Before Watchmen. We all know it's just a money spinner for DC. We all know, I mean, maybe if DC done this instead of the New 52, but anyway, they're doing this thing Before Watchmen. Minutemen, Silk Spectre, and the Comedian. Issue ones of those are coming out next month. We have in July Ozymandias #1 by Len Wein and Jay Lee. And as always, I'll probably pick up the first one, see how it goes. It does look interesting. It has piqued my interest. Do we really need it? I don't know. Do we really need to have a prequel to Oliver Twist? Do we really need to have a prequel to Romeo and Juliet or Julius Caesar from Shakespeare? I suppose it's going to be interesting, to say the least, with this Before Watchmen. And as all fanboys will probably do, and I'm definitely going to do, I will pick up at least the first issues of each one to see what they're like. And if they're any good, I'll buy them. If not, I won't. Simple as that. Not much else from DC, really. You've got all the usuals. Every issue, well, near enough every issue is on issue 11. Apart from the new ones, the Dial H, Earth 2, World's Finest, Batman Inc. and all that. They're all on issue 3. Dial H issue 3 looks really good, and I shall hopefully be doing a review on Dial H #1 soon. Well, if real life gives me a chance to. Not really much else that I can say about the DC universe at the moment. It's just business as usual, really. What else do we have from DC? And I think that's it from DC, really. Oh no, one thing from DC. They are rehashing their old National comics as one-shot issues, which are, I'm imagining, reboots or reimaginings of old characters. The first one is Eternity, which is Kid Eternity. Originally coming from National Comics, he was brought back in a 3-issue miniseries in the 80s, late 80s. No, sorry, 90s. And then there was a DC Vertigo series, short-lived DC Vertigo series with the same name, Kid Eternity, which was pretty good. And this is just a one-shot, which is bringing Kid Eternity up to the 21st century, I'd imagine. It's by Jeff Lemire, who is writing Animal Man, and also Cully Hamner, who done the artwork for Red. So should be interesting, especially if Jeff Lemire is doing it. It should be interesting. Whether it will tie into anything to do with Animal Man, I don't know. Seeing as Kid Eternity's main power is he can resurrect people from history who are dead. I don't know, but we'll see. Looks like it could be interesting. $3.99 cover price, but see how it goes. And what do we have? Oh yes, from IDW. From IDW, we have Everybody knows what Mars Attacks is, don't we? Yeah. Well, next month, IDW are bringing out Mars Attacks, the ongoing series. They're doing a... I don't know if it's a good thing or not. They're doing a... They're producing the first issue, and the first issue is going to have a regular cover. It's also going to have 52 different covers for issue 1, reprinting the 52 cards from the original series of Mars Attacks. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. I know you can pick it up in a special box set, which has all, I believe, 53 covers for issue number 1 on it, which has all the 52 issues plus the regular issue of it, and it's in the same vein as the box that you would have got the cards from originally, which it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, but at about $200, I think I saw it at. It's a bit pricey. I wouldn't mind getting it, but you know. So yeah, Mars Attacks number 2 is out in July, and that's by John Layman with John McCrea artwork, and John McCrea obviously well known for doing artwork with Garth Ennis on comics like Hitman, and also the Dix miniseries as well, and also series that's coming out by a comic company that I can't remember at the moment. Yeah. For you out there who are reading and enjoying Frankenstein Alive, issue 2 comes out in July of that. Steve Niles and Bernie Wrightson. Looking forward to that. Haven't got my copy of issue 1 yet. Still waiting for that to come through the post. That'll probably come Monday. So, yeah, but I'll be doing a review on that as well, hopefully. What else have we got from IDW? We have possibly the biggest sci-fi crossover ever. Issue 1 of Star Trek The Next Generation and Doctor Who Assimilation Squared comes out this month. I think it comes out on the 30th of May. This is issue 3, which comes out in July, and it has the original Star Trek crew: Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Bones, Uhura, all that lot, and the 4th Doctor. How cool is that? Bit surprised it's the 4th Doctor. I suppose chronologically, TV, normal reality time wise, you would have probably thought it would have been either the William Hartnell 1st Doctor or the Patrick Troughton 2nd Doctor. But I was imagining that the Tom Baker 4th Doctor is probably the most well known one in America. So it's just, that's other than David Tennant, obviously, and now Matt Smith. So that's probably the reason why they've got the Tom Baker Doctor Who teaming up with the original Star Trek crew. But yeah, that looks like it could be pretty good. There's a funny thing on the front cover. Captain Kirk's doing his Khan look whilst being attacked by Cybermen, which looks pretty funny actually, but yeah, I'm sure it's a serious story. And also you've got IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 12. Not really picking up the Turtles. Wasn't really a big Turtles fan when I was younger. I've got a couple of comics with Turtles, but like I said, not really a big Turtles fan. I know a lot of you out there are. So, yeah, issue 12 comes out for that from IDW. Anybody read the miniseries from IDW, The Cape? Yeah, about the guy who had this cape, he could fly, and he was a complete a-hole. Yeah, he killed his mum and his girlfriend, and nearly kills his brother as well. Well, this one, the IDW are bringing out another miniseries called The Cape 1969. It's by John Hill and Jason Caramella, with artwork by Nelson Daniel. So, from what I can tell, it's the same people who wrote the original Cape series. And yeah, I shall probably be picking it up. It looks like it could be interesting. The first miniseries was really good, so yeah, I should give that a go. And moving swiftly on, excuse me, we have from Image Comics. Well, I think the big thing for Image Comics in July is going to be The Walking Dead number 100. Yes, Walking Dead hits number 100. And So 40 pages, $3.99. It looks like it could be good. I haven't read that many Walking Deads. I've read the first trade paperback, really enjoyed it, and it's one of those ones where I've read it, I've really enjoyed it, and then I just haven't picked up the rest of the trade paperbacks, usually because of finances. Excuse me, tickly throat. Yeah, so that's probably the big thing for Image Comics coming out there. New for Image Comics, we have Revival #1, which looks pretty good, by Tim Seeley and Mike Horton, and that looks like it could be a really good. If you were with your local comic book shop on Free Comic Book Day, the Image Comics Free Comic Book Day comic had a little sample in there of the Revival issue 1, and yeah, it looks like it could be really good. It seems to me like a bit like 28 Days Later, but without the mad running around people sort of thing. It seems like a very, almost like a cross between 28 Days Later and The Happening. That's the only way I can seem to describe it from seeing the preview pages that I've seen and reading the Free Comic Book Day issue as well. For all those that like chewing, we have Chew, Secret Agent Poid #1, which is by John Layman and Rob Guillory. So, yep, that looks like that could be pretty good for all you people who like Chew. That's coming out in July. And it looks like it's yep, that's a one shot. So. And what else we got? Oh, we got Hoax Hunters #1. Unfortunately, the artist who was in Hoax Hunters #0 isn't the same artist as in Hoax Hunters #1. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It should be alright to read. And what else do we have from Image? Oh, something that looks like quite interesting is a series coming out called Creator-Owned Heroes. If I can find it here, I can tell you a bit more about it. So I probably can't. Creator-Owned Heroes by Steve Niles, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Justin Gray, with artwork by Phil Noto and Kevin Mello. That looks pretty good. That's issue 2 coming out in July. Issue 1 comes out next month in June. So that looks like it will be pretty cool. And then you've got the usual. You've got Fatale. You've issue 7. You've got Hell Yeah #5. Mind the Gap 3. Mudman #7. Mudman is really good. If you're not picking it up, Mudman is a pretty cool comic to be picking up. It's by Paul Grist, writing and artwork. If you enjoy Jack Staff, you'll probably enjoy this. And I think anything that's coming out of Image Comics at the moment is near enough gold, really. Manhattan Project #5. I said Mind the Gap 3. You've got where is it? Where did I see it? Morning Glories, I believe. I can't remember which issue that is now, but I'm sure I saw Morning Glories in there. Yeah, anything that's coming out of Image Comics is just gold, really. And you've got Saga #5, Secret #4, and yeah, I think that we shall leave that there for the moment. Obviously, there's other comics from other comic book companies like Dynamite, Avatar, and those other comics, but those are the main ones that are coming out in July. So, yeah, hope that is of any interest. If you want me to do the other comics that are coming out, just put down in the comment section that you want me to go through the other comics that I'll be picking up in July as well. Because this is going over to 25 minutes now. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I shall be doing a review video in the very near future of comics that come out last week and possibly comics that come out the week before. Thanks for watching. Thank you everybody for subscribing. I've got 99 subscribers now, getting really close to the 100th subscriber, where by the looks of it I shall have to do another raffle. With any luck it'll be a bit more successful than the last raffle I did. But yeah, there you go. At least Ghost Critic won that raffle, yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, thank you everybody for subscribing, and if you've got any comments, comment down below. If you like the video, press like. If you don't like the video, comment down below and say why you don't like it. You know, don't be a wuss. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Ta-ta for now.